What is going on, guys? Ghost Tendency back here once again with another episode of ReZero. We are on episode 11, and if you check the description down below, you will find the link to that reaction. Awesome stuff. I seriously did not expect we were starting out with a Rim and Ram backstory. I didn't expect it would even happen this episode. You know, I knew we were going to get it at some point in the series, obviously, because we had that little flash moment of, I think it was last episode that, we saw like a glimpse of what was going on there, but I loved it, man. I loved seeing in full exactly who they are as characters, and we've gotten that finally. And there's been a really great lead up to that the past couple of episodes where they've been trickle feeding us information on them. And this was the one that basically fully laid it out all on the table and was like, these are Rim and Ram as characters. And now we can see them grow as characters from this point on, because we couldn't have them really advance as characters too much because we didn't know them as characters until this point, right? So now that we do know them, to at least to my knowledge, like to a full extent, they have room to grow at this point, and that's going to be very interesting to see how the show handles that from this from going forward from now. Yeah, one of the kids is either connected to all this that disappeared or was kidnapped. And I don't see it being kidnapped because they were already kind of kidnapped or taken or lured into the forest earlier. So my guess is they're connected to this, the dogs or whatever, the controlled dogs, in some way. And like I said, I'm thinking it's either the purple hair girl or the blonde hair girl because they stood out the most to me out of all those characters. Out of all those kids, at least, that could be someone of importance to the story itself. Character design wise, they felt a little more extravagant or eye catching than the rest of them. So we'll see what happens on that front. But yeah, really good episode, really good episode. I'm glad things kind of wrapped up here. Don't know what's going on with Roswaal, man. Like, I don't know. He's vying for the throne. We know that now, but I don't know, like, what that's all about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, or we must be talking like people that are like super powerful trying to vie for that, right? Like, you have to have a certain level of power, I'm assuming, because Roswaal seems really strong, and I would guess it's like not something like, oh, just because you have royal blood and you're like a weakling, there's no way you could vie for that throne, right? When you have people like Roswaal who are vying for it with like some crazy magic powers and stuff. I mean, the man can just fly. He just took off and flew. Like, what is that? Who can do that? Is he like one of the only ones in this world that can do that? Because that's pretty powerful, man. I'm not gonna lie. This man's pretty strong in that case. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what all is going on with that as well. So I'm excited to see where we go from here and what kind of stuff we get into moving forward now, because we're obviously moving on to something new. So I'm excited to see what it is, because I've been really loving this show, and I hope you guys have been enjoying my reactions to it as much as I've been enjoying the show itself. And yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna head out now, and yeah, hopefully you'll check out my next episode when I drop it. So until then, take it easy, everyone, and thanks so much for watching. Wrong button. Don't mind me. Dude, you'll notice if you watch to the end of this reaction, too. I did the same exact thing. And I just repeated it on this portion. It's fine. It's whatever. Hey, I leave it in because it's hilarious. I could easily edit out, but, that takes extra time to do all that and everything. And I just think it's funny when mistakes like that happen. So don't mind me. I'm just being dumb. Either way, guys, take it easy. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next episode.